Welcome back to It's About You. I'm Larry Macon Jr. Now it's time to reveal this week's Everyday Champion. Today, I would like to introduce to you Jim Kondrak. Jim is helping our city with cybersecurity. With a huge rise in the use of the internet during the pandemic, what he does is more essential than ever before. Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thanks for having me, Larry.
No problem, Jim. So what is it that we need to know right now when it comes to cybersecurity? Help us out.
Well, I think everybody is affected, whether you're a home user, whether you're a home-based business user or a large corporation. Here at UCG, we do a couple things. One, cloud backup and disaster recovery. We protect companies' data. But beyond that, we also provide cybersecurity phishing tests, email exposure tests, and training to train end-user employees what not to click on.
Wow, I like that. What not to click on. And what are some of the myths when it comes to cybersecurity? I know a lot of people think that it's one thing, but it's a lot more involved than people may think.
Well, first of all, if you don't believe it and don't trust it, just hit delete. There are so many ways for the bad guys to get in now. I'll give you an example of one of our top phishing tests in past years was, help Pizza Hut celebrate our 50th anniversary. Click here for a free personal pan pizza. People are going to click on it. Your average employee say, I'll take a free pizza. Or a shocking sports story on ESPN that looks like it's ESPN is going to come across. So people really need to be, as much as we, back up that data, and we have that data and we can restore it. Right. If it gets hacked and if it gets encrypted, if you don't have it, you could be out of business.
Wow. One thing you talked about was backing up the data. What are some other tips that you could share with some of our viewers when it comes to cybersecurity?
Just be very, very cautious. Again, cell phones as well as laptops, desktops, from A to Z. You cannot be careful. You cannot be cautious enough. On your phone, do some research online in terms of what app or apps might be best to protect you at home or on your cell. There are some excellent private apps out there for VPN. So let's say you're connected at a local coffee shop to a Wi-Fi. Right. You're exposed. If you have a private VPN, it will block you and make you more secure. Nothing's ever 100%, but it will make you more secure.
Listen, I like that. The private VPN thing is what everybody needs right now. Well, listen, I thank you so much for being on this segment and being an everyday champion. We really need you in a time like this. So how can people reach you, Jim?
You can reach us, our main website. We actually have 3 companies, ucgtechnologies.com. They can get to one of our 3 companies and organizations from that. We have operations here in the U.S. as well as in Canada.
Well, Jim, thanks again for being an everyday champion. Continue to help us all in this cybersecurity world. And I think we need a guardian like you. So again, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Larry.
And I want to also thank you, our everyday champion viewers and It's About You viewers for tuning in. But before I go, I always want to, leave you with something to think about. All we go through in these seasons of difficulty and we face these storms in life, I want to tell you this, but in these times, we have to remember that we have the power to overcome every struggle that we face. The truth is that our struggles can actually strengthen us and move us towards something better. Just like a baby who's first born, the baby had to struggle to get out of the mother's womb. But without the struggle, it would never make it out to this new world of freedom. So in that same way, we have to go through struggles to get out of our confined places. So don't forget that sometimes the pain is necessary. Sometimes the challenges are necessary because it causes us to not be complacent, but to move toward a better tomorrow. And today, no matter what you may be facing, I want you to remember what's inside of you is sufficient. It's adequate. And there's an inner strength inside of us all that can move mountains. Remember that. So you have everything you need to overcome all that you face. So find the right moment. And what you have to do is you've got to break free and rise to the next level and turn your dreams into a reality. I believe it just starts with just a little bit of faith in who you are and a belief in who you can become. Well, again, I want to thank you for tuning in to It's About You, and all of the Everyday Champion viewers know that you can reach me at LarryMaconJr.com. I speak every week, and you can find out where at mzov.org. Again, I'm looking for some Everyday Champions, so make sure that you let me know who you think should be next week's Everyday Champion. There's good people doing some great things, and I'm glad I get to share that with you every single week. You're watching It's About You, and we'll be right back.